Hello and welcome to the Daily Forex Report for October 25th. We are looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. This pair closed down, did break through previous support, had a very large range day, but did barely close lower. We are looking for it to potentially go as high, though, on a reversal to 76.61, possibly as low as 75.39. Look for some resistance around 76.30 and look for some support around 75.75. Now the Euro-USD pair, this pair closed down for this session, broke through the previous resistance, but just by a pip or two. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 140.39, possibly as low as 137.51. Look for some resistance around 139.59, and look for some support around 138.15. Now the pound US dollar pair, it closed higher, but just by a little bit. It bumped right up against a 0-0 level at 6,000, so we could see a reversal coming. Hopefully it will continue to push higher. Look for it to potentially go as high and hit resistance around 160.50. However, if it does reverse, look for it to hit some support around 158.95. Now the US Swiss, this pair closed lower, continues to move lower. We're looking for it to move to the downside. However, if we do get a reversal, look for it to potentially go as high as 0.8918, possibly as low as 0.8676. Look for some resistance to come into the market around 0.8875, and look for some support around 0.8750. Now we do have some news announcements for tomorrow. We have the European Central Bank releasing their bank lending survey. That's at 4 a.m. Eastern Time. No real consensus on that. At 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we have the U.S. releasing their durable goods orders for September. Consensus on that is that it has actually moved lower from a negative 0.1% to negative 0.9%, which would be negative news for the U.S. dollar. We also have the Canadian dollar, or the Canadians releasing the monetary policy report at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. No consensus on that, as it is a report. We also have at noon the Eurozone leaders holding a summit in Brussels. Definitely keep an eye on that due to all the European debt issues. And then later on in the day, around 4 p.m. Eastern Time, we have the Reserve Bank of New Zealand releasing their rate decision for October. Consensus on that is that they're going to hold at 2.50%. Okay, what am I looking for during this next session? Well, I'm definitely looking for the U.S. Swiss to continue to the downside. Let me back up a little bit so you can see kind of what's happened. We've gone down, it's come back up. Broken through to a large degree. We had somewhat of a neckline here, head and shoulders type action. Neckline right here, it's broken through that. If you notice where we are currently, we're at the 0.8760 mark roughly right now. If you take out the low of this past session, I do believe if we get a run to the downside, we should easily come down to this area of support, which was resistance historically. Let's zoom in, get a little bit better look at this. I do believe if we break to the downside that it will go down to that level. That's about 134 pips. What I would look to do is take out the 60 pips down to basically from where it's at down to the 0.8704 mark right there, and look for it to pause at that point because you're hitting a 0-0 level. So look to potentially go short. So we're looking to short around 0.8765, putting our stop loss right here around the 0.8831 mark. Maybe a little bit higher than that, 40 mark, and looking for it to come down about 60 pips down to 0.8704. You can look to go to break even if you want and see if it will continue down, breaking through this 0-0 level. But I would be definitely aware that you are going at trying to break through a 0 level, and it could find some support at that level. Well, I hope that helps, and until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.